Because every 5 minutes, every few minutes, there's a video on YouTube saying, "Oh no, this is the best gun. Oh no, this is the best gun. Oh no, this weapon has 0 recoil. Oh no, this weapon has 0." And I've been going through a bunch of them as well. If you catch my last stream, I mean, we talked about the AMAX, the M13. We talked about the RAM today as well. And I know you guys are wondering, because I had a question earlier which I completely missed. I'm sorry, but I know you guys are wondering, well, what weapon is actually good. So let's look at this. This is basically all the key weapons from Modern Warfare. True Gaming Data is awesome. Go check him out. He also streams. He has a YouTube channel. Pretty low key guy. Seems very nice. Yeah, thanks to him, they do so much great work for us. It makes so much sense that we now are so interested in stats like this. You remember the days when you could just play a game and you'd be like, yeah, I'm using this, yeah, I'm using this. Now it's so competitive, you want the edge on everybody. So these are all the key main AR weapons, and now we are 250 plates, 250 ammo, health, which is 3 plates, 3 ammo. These is stomach. So let me just put it in chest. Let's say you're gonna get chest shots, yeah. Some of them have multipliers, some of them don't. But the worst weapon, which is the Scar for close range, this is my favorite weapon as well, is, let's say, 0.7 something. The best is just below 0.5, right? So within, I don't know how to say this, within 300 or 3 milliseconds, here's where all the weapons are. Every single one. So you get the job on them, no matter what, you win, right? In a sense. You hit your shots, you win. That's basically it. If you can turn around while that guy is missing a few shots, the time to kill... I am not in a war zone. I am in Malaysia, completely safe. Those are fireworks, not bombs. Alright, let me get this mic closer. Alright, so... maybe too close. So, what I'm saying here, guys, just use whatever you want. Whatever you feel is really good for you, go for it. If you really want to look at the stats, the AMAX statistically is the best. Its fire rate is a bit more stronger than the Scar, which means it bounces faster, right? Woo. This also means that statistically as well, it's great for chest shots, right? It's the best performing weapon from 60 meters onwards. The Scar is here, so it's just 1 millisecond between those difference, which I prefer the Scar. So because the Scar has lower recoil, not that it has lower recoil, it has a lower fire rate, almost the same damage profile as the AMAX. It's just it's a lot easier to control at longer ranges. So you would pair an AMAX and a Scar with an SMG anyway. Any scope you use with a 3 times or above, you're gonna need an SMG in a sense, right? If you're using it as AR. If you're using it as a close range, you would then combine it with sniper, which is what I'm realizing. I'm realizing that I'm getting a lot in situations of. So, going to any other rifle. Ooh, I want to. Any other rifle. The M13. I said the M13 outperforms all the other 5.5 weapons just because of how accurate it is. That is true. I'm still sticking with that. If you look at headshots here, you realize that the meta doesn't care as long as you get headshots, right? I mean, the best weapon for headshots will be the RAM, but what? 0.35 to like 0.381. The worst performing weapon is like 0.43. So like a millisecond between all the main AR weapons from Modern Warfare is 1 millisecond. Do you know how fast 1 millisecond? It does not matter. As long as you hit your headshots, you are most likely gonna win. Let's, for example, and this is because it's 1 millisecond. I would bet money that if you both shot at the same time, and I shot with a RAM and you shot with what's the worst weapon here, an Odin in the head at the same time, it's gonna depend on your ping. That's how you're gonna win. Right? So if I lower ping and you both shot at the same time, the guy with the lower ping is gonna win. So headshot does not matter. For range, look where the... Here's something interesting, right? Because of the unique damage profile of the Scar and the AMX, and a lot of people prefer the AMX, I believe it's because it's 45 rounds as well. Look where the Scar is. It's exactly on par. Right? Chest shots. See a little bit of the difference. That's fine. But if you are too far, right, and you're hitting arms and legs, this distance, most likely at above 80 meters, you're gonna hit arms and legs anyway. The RAM, close range is great for arms and legs, but then you look where the RAM ends up being the best weapon at range, as I was talking earlier, right? After 100 meters, using the RAM, you might actually outperform. Now, the RAM has a unique recoil where it goes to the left. However, if you mount up, there's no recoil, as we demonstrated in the earlier stream. So I've left that video up. It's 2 hours long. Just watch the first 20 minutes. Talk all about it. And then the M13, which is up here. Now, again, you're only looking at a difference of 2 milliseconds between the RAM and the M13. However, the M13 is very easy to control recoil wise, right? The kilo on, since they nerfed it outside of 80 meters, it's pretty much slow. I mean, it's just really bad now. The difference is about half a second, right? So won't use the kilo. But if you are using the kilo, probably just put a holographic. You know, you want to engage people at this range anyway. This is probably where you want to be. Anyway, here, like within 20 meters, you're probably gonna use an SMG, right? So, in theory, it's great right now. You can use any weapon, and you would feel that you are outperforming. I did say the RAM is great. It is. You know, if you want to use it like an SMG assault rifle or a long range assault rifle. As long as you mount up, you're gonna hit your shots. M13 is fantastic. As long as you hit your headshots, you're gonna kill something. The time to kill is reasonable, but they have enough time to get behind cover. Same thing with the AMX and the Scar. So I have a new motivation to go back to the Scar that I enjoy so much. That's what I'm gonna do, guys. Probably gonna go back to the Scar. Alright, let me just... Forgot to open my Twitch so I can read the comments there. I know we are doing very well nowadays. Twitch. We are 311 followers, guys. That's good growth. Hey, it's me. I can Twitch. So you guys understand what I'm saying? That's why I've named this stream, you know, why all guns good. Oh, is that what I actually call it? Why every gun is good now? It feels like that, doesn't it? Every time you, because if you are like me, you watch a lot of other YouTubers, you know, you just want to see what the what you call it, you know, the content creators are looking about. And there's always a video about every single gun. The M13, why is the M13 great? Mainly the RAM, I haven't seen any RAM, so that one is just me. I'm sure some other people have talked about the RAM, probably not the big ones. Why the FF of the FFAR, or FFAR, or whatever you call it. Why the M4 is good now, why the Growl is good now. It's because all of them are within a couple milliseconds, and each of them have certain benefits, right? Again, if you're going to shoot someone within 20 meters and you got a VLK on, most likely you're carrying a sub. You know, pistols are great as well within that close distance. I mean, not 20 meters, but within like right in front of them. I would also recommend the Kali sticks if you have it, because you can kind of jump onto them and you move pretty fast. So if you miss your shots with the AMAX or any of the bigger weapons, it's not as forgiving as missing your shots with the M13, for example, because you shoot so fast with the M13. Headshots, you know, if you're using any weapon, you're gonna kill them no matter what gun you're using, as long as you get your headshots. Realistically, I'm looking at arms and legs just because that's where majority of the people are gonna end up hitting after, let's say, 60, 80, 100 meters, you know. And if you're hitting arms and legs, right, because you're gonna have to remember, as we did in the video just before this one earlier today on the RAM, you can kill someone at 200 meters with the RAM mounted up. It's so accurate. There's no recoil on it, right? But literally, that dot you are looking at is so tiny. No matter what scope you got, the VLK or the canted hybrid, very tiny. I had to like move forward, but you can comfortably kill people within 180 meters, easy. If you're hitting your shots right now, yeah, that's basically all I want to say. I was gonna go do videos on each gun and, you know, talk about it, but as a collective of Modern Warfare ARs, use whatever you like. Same goes for machine gun. Maybe not all the machine guns. The Hoga's pretty bad. Maybe we should have a look at that later. But you know, Bruin's pretty good. Bruin is a meta gun right now. Is performing as great as the PKM. They both have similar fire rate, even though the PKM feels like it shoots slower. It's just a slower gun because it doesn't have the 60 round, right? So yeah, use whatever you want to use, guys. You just have to know if you're gonna use a VLK or a scope, you combine it with a submachine gun. If you're gonna use a holographic or iron sights, you're gonna combine it with a sniper. As long as you got those two weapons, you're ready for any engagement. I mean, I would like a VLK and a sub, just because, you know, I like to shoot at distance, and this is what we're gonna go in. We're gonna go and play some Plunder. I'm gonna use the Scar. I know I am going back to the Scar after all this time of me trying to find a different weapon, which I found in the M13. I mean, coming from the Scar to the M13 was like, oh, it was so fantastic. But the Scar sucks up close, like we're in 20 meters. So I am gonna try something different there. If you're looking at DPS, right, the Ram's gonna win it because of the highest fire rate of any 5.5 weapon. It's over 400. It drops down, but it's pretty consistent. Just look at the Odin here, right? This is damage per second. Now, damage per second, you know, doesn't really matter. It matters, but it doesn't, because you're gonna do the 250 damage within a second, in a sense, right? Within a second, you're gonna do within 250 damage with any weapon. This, when it comes to like shooting 3-4 people, it shows that you can do so you can do 400 damage a second up to 40 meters, in a sense, right? Now that's basically just 2 people, right? Is that right? Yeah, within a second you could down 2 people if you hit the shots. But it just breaking it down basically means you have enough to kill more than one person with a single mag. And that's cool, right? I think true game data, it'd be cool. I know it probably be somewhere. Let me summarize. Does it tell you number of bullets to kill? That is something very cool. It doesn't. If you can add that true game data, that's pretty cool, man. Just like a separate number of bullets to kill. I can break it down for you, which I believe is like 8 for the Scar at any distance. Alright, so fire rate, as we mentioned, the RAM is the best. Where's the M13? The M13 is slightly better than the RAM, but not by much, right? So when you compare it to the Scar, the AMX, and here's the thing, right? And you can put the AK-47 as well in here. I think the AMX has such a great time to kill, but the fire rate is just a little too fast for the weapon, in my opinion. Scar the AK is slightly faster, and then the Scar is slightly slower with this bullet type. Sprint to fire, pretty much the same. ADS. The AMX is actually pretty slow compared to the other weapons. Wow. I didn't know the M4 was really slow. M13 is pretty fast, yep. Especially when you got the VLK on it. That's actually quite good in this aspect. Again, this is milliseconds, right? Tactical sprint is the same. Movement speed is something that you also want to know. You can move further with the AMAX, same as the RAM, so that's in favor of AMAX. The kilo, all about same. Vertical recoil decrease. Odin has 40%. Yeah, that barrel is pretty long. Horizontal doesn't matter because each weapon is different. Bullet velocity. This is something cool as well. With the longest barrel, right? With the longest barrel, monolithic suppressor, everything you would kit out for range. You notice something? The AMAX is quite far behind the rest of the weapons. So even though, and this is how it feels, right? A lot of people say the AMAX time to kill is great. Well, it is. But when you get at range, let's say 100 meters, 150 meters, you realize you have to lead your weapons a lot further, right? Well, you lead your aim a lot further than the target. If you're coming from any other weapon, then you feel a bit weird. But with any other weapon here, I mean, the RAM is great, and this is why I was saying it's so good at range, right? It's fantastic. It's so fast. But with any other weapon, above 1,100, 1,200, it's pretty much the same. You don't have to lead your targets to like 200 meters in a sense. Reload time, pretty much average out. You know, what's a millisecond here? The RAM is actually slower. I didn't realize that. It doesn't feel like that. The Odin, yeah, it does. It's really slow. The AMAX is as good as the M4. It is true. It's pretty fast. You can even put on the 30 round and put on a separate, I don't know, like attack laser or a rear grip just to help even further with everything. Because you know you're doing the damage, it reloads really fast as well. Now let's just look at the base stats here for a comparison on what actually happened here. So the damage profile, RAM 36 ahead. It shoots faster, but damage. Wait, that's wrong. Why is the M13 doing that damage? That is wrong. Okay, this is probably the Odin. I don't know why it's swapped out. The fire rate. The fire rate is correct here, but the numbers are different, and I guess I have to guess which one's which. AMAX is correct, 56, and 4th looks correct. Scar's correct, so it's only this one. Okay, so these are swapped. The M13 and the Odin are swapped. RAM does 36 ahead. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's correct. So it actually does less damage than the M13. Wow. Doesn't make sense. Okay, I think these three things are swapped. Okay, never mind. Let's just go with it. Okay, so I think this is why yeah. So the M13 does 36 to the head, 24 for any other part. The RAM does 42 to the head, 28 to the other parts. Let's go at range, where you would see range. The M13. So the M13 does 28 at range, the RAM does 27 at range, and the Odin does 58 at range per headshot. Honestly, the Odin, if you can master its recoil, or even put it on tap fire, go for it. But then if you really are doing that, you know, the FAL is probably in this range, the FAMAS, you know, you got stuff like the M13. Yeah, alright. AMAX is correct. Look at the damage profile, 56 per headshot. Same as the Scar. The only difference is that they have a chest shot multiplier, which extends to range as well. The only difference is that the Scar does a bit more damage between 24 to 23 meters in a sense. It's same profile. It's just that there's a chest shot multiplier. So 32 damage. What's that? Let me divide that by 250. That's my calculator. I have no idea how to calculate this properly. About 8 bullets, right? Takes 8 bullets for the scar. And 7 bullets for the Amex. That's the difference if you hit it in the chest. If you hit it in the stomach, both of them need 8 bullets. If you hit it in the head, times, I think 6. Maybe I'm wrong. 1 times 5. Yep, you need 5 bullets. 5 bullets. Headshot, 6 bullets. Sorry, 7 bullets for chest for the Amex, and then 8 bullets for the scar, and the scar on chest, stomach, and arms and legs, as well as stomach and arms and legs for the Amex. That's pretty much it. I should actually buff the scar to do the same damage profile. But the scar is faster, right? It shoots faster. So, yeah. Let's just experiment with different scar builds here to find the perfect ADS weapon. First must... Yeah. Black Death, as I call it. Now, I don't know if I want to use the DMRTs or the M19 nowadays. What's the M19? The M19, that's the... Was it the 1911s that the pistols are good? I am confused. Where is the pistols? I've not done this yet. Wrong weapon. Is it the 1911? Ah yes, it's the 1911. Yeah, that's the 1911 that I have a Kimbo. I think the M19 might be better actually. Combine it with less damage, higher fire rate, right? .32 round mag. That's pretty cool, man. I might put the 32 round mag on it. See if we can get a camo on everything. That's cool. I like that. Okay. Now, how do we unlock a Kimbo? Do I unlock a Kimbo? I guess I don't need the barrel. Doesn't matter. You're gonna shoot up close anyway. Free kills in 5 different matches using the... Gotta go in multiplayer to do that. I probably might do that later. I wanna do that right now. I wanna play with... You have the 1911s, right? That's fine. 30 round mag. You can play with that. Fire rate, highest fire rate possible. Yeah. Cool. Alright, so the Scar, this is the build I'm going for. I'm gonna change this to the VLK. Having looking at tuned game data, the benefit is the same in terms of recoil control. It's just the zoom, but the ADS is faster with the vehicle, the VLK. You might want to use the VLK anyway. I do like this. I think I would like this better. I feel like they've actually buffed, not buffed, maybe they fixed their radical. So I'm quite happy with that. Alright, we also did, I wonder if it's, we also did, because I have the camo, right, but it looks pretty bad. That looks shit, right? Alright, let me put it on. That looks so horrible. Not even funny. I mean, I already got obsidian, so I'm gonna put obsidian on it. Damascus doesn't throw. Anyway, let's just be sweaty, as I would say. On the VLK, perfect distance. Radical, let's put that one on. I want to use something. Yeah, let's go with the task force. I think I like the task force one. I just like, that's the old logo, right, of the original one. This is so cool. Yes, but no one knows what that means. Okay, we got some new stickers because I bought running, so let's put that one on. Cool stickers. And look at that. Cool, guys. Alright, I mean, it's cool. Hey, guys. I don't want to keep talking on that. Alright, now ideally, I need one with a sub. What can I get rid of here? Yes, a nemesis. I mean, I can just save this, right? And then whenever I need it, I just put it on. It looks cool though, right? Everything back to the VLK. It does help with the recoil at range, but I'd rather have the ADS actually. Some of these situations. Okay, let's use it like this. Default. In case I run into vehicles, then that's fine. Can't believe after all my testing I've gone back all the way to freaking Scar, guys. Really? I come all the way back to Scar. Now, I want to see. Let me try and put a laser on this. Because I feel like you need a commander foregrip here. This helps so much, but you can actually replace that with attack laser, right? Alright, let's test this out, right? Let's put on a laser. See if this makes it better. Sorry guys, if you were commenting on Twitch, I didn't see it.
Get yourself to proper warm-up. We'll be deploying soon.